I feel like we get so wrapped up in life that we don't step back as often as we should and really bask in the beauty of the unfolding of life and like the sacred blossoming that is occurring within us and all around us. Is it not the coolest thing to watch life unfold? I can remember when I was a kid how I felt, how the people in my life looked, how things were then. And now we're watching our mothers and our fathers grow old. My friends are having children that are growing up. We get to watch ourselves and the ones that we love acquire layers of experience, layers of trauma that continues to shape and mold who we become. But somehow we know that who we once were and how things were back then are just as real today. And who we are becoming and who we are now is just as real and just as illusory and just as fleeting and just as temporary. And when you look at it like that, you realize that you are letting so many things hold you prisoner. And all they are beliefs and ideas. I say this now, and you could look back at this in 5 years or 5 weeks, and you could remember that moment. And then ask yourself, what did you do in all the time, from the time of this video up until then? What did you spend your time doing? Were you ruminating? Were you coming up with new ideas? Were you taking a closer look at the things that are holding you back from expressing who you really want to be and who you truly are? Doing more of the things that you want to do. Did you spend your time wisely? Did you give yourself the fighting chance? I know how life can be such a downer. You know, life will fill you with doubt. Life will fill you with hopelessness. It's a narrative in the collective unconscious that's like an invisible web. You see, we're like under a spell. So if we want to break that spell, we have to be aware, first and foremost, that that's what most everybody's doing. The posts that people are making, the thoughts that people are thinking, maybe that live in your own house, your own subconscious thoughts. A little bit of consciousness, a little bit of awareness, a little bit of intention, and a little bit of meditation will take you farther than you can ever imagine. Don't forget, this gift of life is a gift. It's a blessing. It's sacred. I mean, it is just all that there is. And yet humanity and humans are just so consumed with just all this. It's not all nonsense. Like, if it's here, it's a part of this game. It's a part of this reality. But we get to pick and choose what the most important things are. And that will inevitably shape our future, individually and as a collective. I'm currently going through a period where I'm definitely doing my own thing. I kind of want to, I need to fly under the radar a little bit, pay a little bit more attention. I'm feeling a lot better. You know, whatever, we go through our cycles. But with it, I've kind of had to, even people in the spiritual community and spiritual talk, you have to realize that, talk is talk. Only what you feel is spiritual. Whatever the narratives are in the spiritual community doesn't necessarily mean it's going to line up with the innate truth within you. So all people, you got to take a break. You got to turn the noise all the way down and come back to yourself. That's when you're really going to be like, oh yeah, that's right. This is where I belong. This is home. This is clarity. Your answers are within. And I could sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face about how we were taught and trained and programmed like little baby computers when we were just toddlers. How everybody outside of us has the answer. We need one another to get through life. We need a paramedic if somebody gets stabbed, but when it comes to soul direction, we have to be the ones to make the move. We have to steer. We have to be the captain of our own ship. We got to be at the helm. And so very often, and I do it every day too, I'm not calling myself a hypocrite, and I'm not calling myself perfect, but I'm being real, that every day I do the same shit that everyone else does. I want to blame people. I got so much hatred in me. I'm blaming still. I don't know how I'm going to come out of that, honestly, because I've already had like a million graces of God hit me like a ton of bricks. But like, it's just whatever. I have to just let life teach me in the most natural way and remember that I'm in control. And my particular situation, the way that my life has been set up, my whole life, the way that it's just unfolded, I feel like I was given such a crazy task of taking personal responsibility. But, it's a good thing that I realized that, because if I didn't realize that, that would probably mean that, I didn't believe there was hope for me. So, all things that have ever happened to you and that are happening to you now are happening for you. That doesn't mean that you're going to go to hell if you don't take that personal responsibility right bloody now. But don't forget that you are the one to take personal responsibility. That's your birthright. That's your gift. That's your opportunity. You're the alchemist. You're the magician. You're the sorcerer. You're the sorceress. You're the creator. And that's what this life is about. So the pathway to that door, before you step into that door, the pathway leading to that door is the one you find when you lay down the distractions. Like your phone, social media, television, all the things that keep you numbed out from your center and being still with all the voices and all the narratives and all the things that are going on inside of you. That's how you begin to clear the path and find the way. You find out what's posing as an obstacle, then you can work through it. Anyway, this video kind of took a lot longer than I was just saying how beautiful it is to watch myself and watch everyone else, everyone that I've known my whole life, and my mom and dad, how everyone's just kind of grown and developed and changed. It's poetry. Life in itself is a song. It's a dance. And I pray that if you're watching this video, that you take a moment to really savor and appreciate the beauty of just simply existing and being in every moment. Never let anyone tell you that that's dumb or that's stupid or it's a waste of time or a fantasy. I'm telling you, it's the small things, it's the little moment, it's the attention to the little moments, it's the attention to detail that brings you into the present moment, where the magic is, where the breath of life is, where everything is happening, is right in the moment. That's why you see all these weirdos out, taking pictures of the most odd things on the floor and on the ground outside and in nature, up close details of little plants and weeds. Those are the people who listen to God. Those are the people who can hear the voice of God and who are visited by angels. Not to say that everyone isn't, but it's the weirdos, it's the eccentric that really can hear what's being said. So, take a moment, breathe it in, savor it, appreciate it, and love your life.